Welcome, I'm Nomi Brooklyn, and today we're going to be making quiche. So we started with some beef that ground beef that we cooked. Some recipes don't call for cooking it beforehand, but I prefer to cook all raw meat and whatnot beforehand. So I just minced it up nice and small and set it off to the side.
Straight down, being very careful while pulling.
The blade needs to be the other way. There you go. Go down more, all the way down. Pull it up. There you go. Pull it like you mean it. I got it!
So first is just cut off the bottom part, and then we're going to cut that into fourths. After we cut it into fourths, we're going to mince it up. The point is basically just to get it to be a manageable size, easy for eating, but also but just, you know what I mean? Yeah. So here's the rest of them. I thought it was very picturesque, so I took a video. So I took our greens, our leeks from the onion, from the garden, and I added some broccoli and that I just cut up, other random things. I really love that about quiche. You can put just about anything you want in there and it works. So we steamed that and cooked it all the way through until it was looking very fine and delicious. Okay, so now onto the crust. Now this quiche recipe, is a family favorite of ours, and we do it every year, the first weekend of April and October. We have a 2-day church conference, and it's one of our favorite times because we just get to not sit around in our pajamas, but we sit around in our pajamas and eat food and snacks all day, and it's always a fun experience. And one tradition that we have is to eat quiche for breakfast one day and cinnamon rolls for breakfast as well. We tend to do cinnamon rolls both days, and then quiche only one day. So we're going to start with flour, and then we're going to add the sugar. Remember to put sugar and salt because they do kind of even each other out. Sweet things without salt might not taste as good as they do with salt. Here comes the salt. And I have this rotary egg beater that I wrote a report on that I wanted to use. It kind of made a big mess, so I would not recommend using a rotary egg beater, but if you feel like using vintage cooking tools, go for it. I'm not judging you. Now we have the oil. I might have mentioned this earlier, but this is olive oil. In the past I have used coconut oil, but the olive oil does leave a very distinctive taste. Next we add the milk, and I ended up accidentally putting the milk away. I would recommend not putting the milk away because you might need some more, which I ended up needing. So I use a fork to just mix it up. I really like using the fork because of the tongs, and it's also very simple and easy to clean off when it needs to be cleaned off. See, I needed extra milk. But we're just gonna mix that bad boy in. And just so you know, I ended up doubling my regular recipe because I thought that this pan was big enough for a double recipe of crust, but it wasn't. So if you have a big pan, just make sure to use the appropriate amount of crust because the crust ended up being really thick, as you see right here. For the innards, I did eggs, and then we had egg whites, so I just dumped that in as well. And then we had milk here. We didn't have milk, so I used powdered milk and water, but it works. It doesn't taste any different. And then we added pepper and salt. I feel like I should have done salt and pepper, but I added pepper and salt. Sorry. And then we added I believe that's nutmeg, and we whisked that together. Halfway through this, I realized that the bowl I was using was definitely too small, so I ended up switching to this big bowl over here. After we have all of our milk and eggs and sauces or spices and stuff all mixed in, I put in the cheese, and then we add the greens, and then we add the sausage from the very beginning. There you go. It all goes in there. The nice thing about having pre-cooked stuff is that you don't have to, the only thing you have to worry about cooking all the way is the eggs. Here's the final result. So we have our quiche with cinnamon rolls. It's what was left from the day before. I was really excited about it. I did end up having extra quiche batter because, again, the crust was super thick, so I had extra quiche innards, so I just cooked it on the stove.
All right, what do you got for breakfast, princess?
I got quiche and cinnamon rolls. It's delicious. I love it.
Best breakfast
Ever.
ever. What do you think, Asa?
It's good. Seriously, you love it.
It's good. Spoken like a true younger brother.
Yeah.
And plus, I made the cinnamon rolls.
Oh, you made a cinnamon. Tell us about the cinnamon rolls.
They're awesome.
And you made them. What do you think, Mara?
Good.
It's on the food and she's still in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Oh, gross.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!